Over 1,000 houses and 3,000 hectares of paddy fields submerged at Haibu Makong in Thopal district. Many areas under Imphal East district still face grievous inconveniences due to flash flood. People seek attention of the government. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee accuses the BJP-led government in Manipur of surrendering the ILP movement. And Chief Minister Nongthomam Biren assures of helping drug addicts get their lives back on track. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Prime Time English News Bulletin with me, Priyo Barta. And now the news in detail. Thousands of houses and large number of agricultural lands have been submerged by the flood at Haibu Makong in Thopal district. Manipur River breached at 3 different locations on the 2nd of this month. The river breach not only flooded Haibu Makong, Khelakong, Uchiwa Nastau, Ikopat, but also houses and agricultural lands of Sekmaijin Kunau and Ngakapat under Hyanglam Assembly constituency. Residents of these localities along with the Jawans of 5th JNK Army main camp Imphal are trying to block the overflow of water. Affected people of Haibu Makong are taking shelter at Composite Center of Learning Higher Secondary School and other safer places. People at Khelakong are staying at the tents on the road and waiting sheds of the vehicles. Locals claim that things would have been different had the authorities acted in time. Local MLA has also visited the affected places. Edible items have also been provided through the DC. Locals have appealed for more help from different quarters.
Toren mapan sing si semjin bagi matam chana semjin bide ising si toren chawra agasu loktak ta diverse taw kiwe avalam biche mohoine thambi da badagi ngasina aigi mapada hayang ma chawbe mapada takibu ani hauji ki leriwa situation si da adum thok tan laigada wapam
akoi parja gi apam bade sigi se thingaga mayam gi awa ba se khara sarkar gi miyang khar changhan ba pa me jejek lairi condition si da de sarkar gi oina miyang kan sing chan bide
यहाँ पर लोगों को शेल्टर दी, रिलीफ कैंप लाए, साथ ही साथ में यहाँ पर मेडिकल असिस्टेंस, ड्रिंकिंग वाटर की फैसिलिटी कम से कम 2 बार प्रोवाइड करी गई। साथ ही हमारी जो बोट है यहाँ पर उसकी मदद से यहाँ पे हमने कम से कम 30 घरों का सामान, लोगों की ज़रूरतमंद चीज़ें यहाँ से बाहर निकालने में उनकी मदद करी है और सारी चीज़ें वहाँ से ईजीली बाहर आ गई हैं अब।
Flood affected victims of areas covered by Kongba Irong have complained that government's relief materials have not reached them appropriately, and they appealed the concerned authorities to look into their concerns at the earliest. Breaching of Kongba Irong, which is a tributary of Kongba River, due to heavy rains which occurred after midnight around 1:30 am on July 1st, affected many houses in the area, causing grievous inconveniences to the people. The flood-affected victims expressed dissatisfaction and said the government didn't offer any immediate assistance, but only today the concerned authorities, as part of the relief materials, distributed just 1 kg of rice, 2 kg each of onions and potatoes, which is not sufficient. People in the area are also facing serious inconveniences in transportations due to the flood water overflowing from the breaching of Kongba Irong. Daily wage earners and businessmen are unable to carry out their works as the diesel passenger autos ceased to operate under the situation. People are making use of small rafts to transport their commodities and other things in the area at the moment. Manipur Fire Service and State Disaster Response Force are also utilizing their motorboats to transport things and flood-affected victims to safer places. On the other hand, MLA of the constituency asserted enough relief materials were given from his side to be distributed to the flood victims. However, due to miscommunications, it could not reach all the victims.
अखोई कम्युनिकेशन जी पूरा गैप लेखरब मतुंग सिदा लेहौरिबा मफम जिगी एरिया जिगी ओइना युम मरफु मुकनी अदुगा मफम जिदा ngasi DS के पोलुम खरा मफम जिदा यौरई माइना अखोई पिरकपसि मसि मतिक चामनदे यारगदि मरि लेनबा डिपार्टमेंट सिंगदगी अवाना ताहौरबा मफम जिगी हेल्थ की mateng pamjai
koi nahan hek kai ban nimitagi na koi ngarang boje karing mateng amta phangjade adubu ngasi di sarkar gi site ni khangde relief ki site ni khangde adi minister gi site ni khangde ko ngasi di chieng khara phangbaduna di kana konaru doino konade aduna koi suki mate ware minister na kaina tawduna yam wana hona biduna thingna bobdi hona biri hosu hona di thingju thingi adu huji bogdi thingbadi loidri banina sing tension bagi sang ji leptri yaba aduna koi ju waba yaba ware.
The people of Kongba Irong expressed their unsatisfaction to the government as the relief materials have not reached the victims' family. More than 100 houses, 100 families have rendered homeless in the flood caused by the breach of Kongba River. There are lots of shortages of essential commodities and there was not enough relief materials provided to the victims' family. So this is high time for the government to improve the delivery system to make sure that the relief material reach the victims' family or the targeted groups. With camera person Bobo, this is Ketumium Premsan, Impact News, Kongba Irong.
Residents of Wangkai Angom Lekai affected by the flash flood are taking shelter at Ramji Prabhu in Ningthempukri Mapal. Local MLA and relevant authorities have not provided any assistance yet, and the Ramji Prabhu authority have been providing food and shelter to the affected. Many houses submerged under water, lack of food, lack of drinking water, and relevant authorities not taking up any measures has irked the affected. Senior citizens, women and children are currently taking shelter at Ramji Prabhu and many others are taking shelter at other safer places. Affected people who have spent sleepless nights over the last 4 days after many houses were submerged by the flash flood have expressed disappointment over the silence maintained by the relevant authorities. It may be recalled that the rains in the last few days have inundated many parts of the state. The state cabinet has already declared the disaster as a state calamity.
Yum matak chaba, Rango matak the Kraton, Leowi, I do the chad, the Takaya Damina, Port Labor, Wawa from Tannery, and the Handan Batan, the Nadam side, the lady of Labus Yaura. I'm a Takaton, Lake, I don't need. Iching Fangi Late, Jana Fangi Leho, the Bukum, Paragram Tayam, one lady. A way di sing to Maja, Hantaka di Marie Roxure, I don't Hantang Yele Chow watching. Sing to your other gear, to mount to the fire, talk on the Sick Tanka Tanka, Sick Nipan Tanka, to the love. The Masangam is a sea, when I did my thing, Masabo Uzi.
Residents of Kabaisoi Karong, Kabaisoi Sabal Lekai, I beg your pardon, Komedok Arapti and Komedok Karong in Imphal East District are also facing grievous inconveniences due to the flash flood. After 400 houses have been affected by the flood that has occurred for the third time in a row this year. These areas have been affected due to the breach of Kongba River. People of the area who depend on farming, fishing and vegetable cultivation are in shock due to the flood. Affected people are taking shelter at relief camps set up at Kabaisoi Primary School, Jamia Halima Aziz Kabaisoi Karong and Komedok Arapti School. Adyaksha of Imphal East, Badur Rahman, who came to inspect the flood situation, asserted that the government is trying all it can to provide the assistance needed. He also appealed to work collectively during these difficult times rather than trying to score brownie points for the upcoming Panchayat elections.
अखोगी स्टेट से अवाब तारे हैरगा करिगुम्बा डिजास्टर पैकेज रिलीफ पीद्रगदी अखोगी एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन द लेरिबा मखे अखोई याम डिफिकल्टी में फेस तवे अखोगी पंचायत इलेक्शन सिना गए सिदा अखोई इलेक्शन की खुदोंचाब लौनरगा इंटेंडिंग कैंडिडेट मयाम से अखोगी इदी मसा मसा की क्रेडिबिलिटी लोइन उनिंगी मसी अवाब तारा कांदा अखोई मसी थादोकपना फै अदुगा मयाम अवाब तारिबसे सिगी दो ओइना मियेंग चंगबना फै हायरगा मयाम द बिनती तौजरी अदुगा अखोगी अकु मियेंग दु थादोगा मयाम वारिबसे पुलप चंगमिनरगा मतेंग पांगबा सिनेइन हाइजनिंग बाय
After request from Thawbal DC following incessant rains in Manipur over the last few days and subsequent major breaches on the banks of Imphal River, the flood relief column of 5 JAK rifle of 9 sector Assam rifles under the aegis of HQA IGAR South was actively involved at the locations of Haibumakong and Lilong Awalikai. Apart from providing interim relief in terms of repair of embankment, shelter, water and medical aid, the columns also retrieved household items of approximately 30 houses. The relief work was personally supervised by Commander 9 Sector and has been appreciated by locals and civil administration. Meanwhile, Chief Secretary O. Nabakishore has asserted that the government is prepared to face the flash flood in the state. Speaking to media persons at the Old Secretariat today, he reminded that the state cabinet has even declared the disaster as a state calamity. Nabakishore said, Chief Minister Nongthomam Biren will also write to Prime Minister Narendra Modi seeking assistance.
Under the situation, Manipur government will missionary singina totally flood gumba, the cyclone gumbasi, Pajana challenge down over the Mota Koina, Siam Saba Hore, they could state level the cyclone, Koigi disaster control room hangdo, the state of preparedness, Hangana calamity, Gimo Malay, state calamity, and a Koina government decision Logevani, the Koigi, Honorable Chief Minister, Honorable Prime Minister. Situation Manipur
Many houses at Rangailong Langol Laimna village, including a church, were destroyed in a landslide due to heavy rains on 2nd and 3rd of this month. Water and mud remains flowing from the Langol hill has affected the village. Villagers are apprehensive of another landslide due to the cracks which is currently visible. They have appealed the concerned authorities to take necessary actions at the earliest. MLA of Konthoza Assembly Constituency Dr. Sapam Ranjan inspected the flood situation in Nambol Kabi and met the flood affected victims today. During his inspection, the MLA assured of taking up various timely actions to combat the situation as long as time measures to control such disasters as soon as the monsoon retreats. Chief Minister Nongthomam Biren has announced that the government will take steps to help drug addicts get their lives back on track. The Chief Minister handed over 47 drug addicts to different rehabilitation centers under the aegis of Social Welfare Department and also appointed IG Administration Dr. S. Ibomcha as the nodal officer as part of the government's initiative to lead the addicts on the right path. Biren also instructed the Social Welfare Department to work together with the Police Department. The Chief Minister interacted with the drug addicts and parents at an event held at the banquet hall of First Manipur Rifles and listened to their opinions and issues. Speaking to media persons, Chief Minister Nongthomam Biren said the number of drug abusers are increasing in the state and it is very unfortunate that many youths in the state are tempted by drugs. He said the government aims to ban all intoxicants in the state and bring the drug abusers back to normal life. He further said Police Department along with the Social Welfare Department are now required to arrest the addicts and rehabilitate them. He appealed to the people, NGOs under Social Department to support the government's initiative in wiping out the drug and its abuse completely from the state. DGP of Manipur Police, Principal Secretary of Social Welfare Department, Director of Social Welfare Department and top officials were present at the event.
Drug addict ko kamai na treat togo dagi si social welfare na khangi doctor na khangi tamna alternative drugs pi rakana moi si sumtho godam neba tha hum mari manga changbe tha hum changbe madu puna madu government na bear toge aduna angang sing si yara gadi loina mangani koi future generation leitre nodal officer ma especially for the drug addict amde drug related matters sing si deal dong nur boni ko adugo social welfare ka tied up torkanda drug policy khanner ba matung gi ni tawrei se drug policy da koi gi community policing and policing now jaga mayam da tawri se praja mayam hona akhoi gi policing puna drug phaba horo amidra. It is a sign of development in hajari ko public involved tawre police ka jointly involved tawre do idi smai tro kan akhoi control to ngamni na khaleba.
Spokesperson of Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee Khumukcham Joykishan has alleged that the BJP-led government has surrendered the ILP movement. He said the furious reaction of the BJP-led government to the initiatives of Congress party as an opposition proves that the BJP-led government has conducted misdeeds. Speaking to media persons at Congress Bhavan today, Khumukcham Joykishan further said the apology made to the people of Churchandpur regarding the ILP bill passed by the previous government shows that the government has surrendered the indigenous people's movement. He said it will be democratic if the government takes the opinion of the opposition before taking any steps, and said Congress party will support the government. On the other hand, Joykishan also inquired the whereabouts of the union ministers during flood crisis in the state who frequented Manipur prior to the election for every inaugural function.
So tawda sa hinjang loina tawraga thiduoga yelamdai da bamon do ngakhtang sillakanda akon ba lakpa sak thongbu si hawda kaim tawna akhoi gi hawai khaba yam chang ngasi aina thongba sinjang si hawdra aina hangba sa mane ne sas tawni mamang da paliba government na tawramba aran ba do lale na haijari haiduna magna ira horiba kangbu da khoigi poloro ena leiriba kangbu du haijara kanda yagi bana bese Manipur miyam na loina khangraban haibadi aikoigi yelumui kanab iho se mana surrender tawgraban lale hairiba du karino sengdok piro sengdok pungam dana kiraga siengrabane Manipur yelui mulliba se matamamada 2017 da paliba sarkar aduna maki sarkar du kanna phona bada yelumui gi iho se mutar ke bana bese itias na sakri ho ko ni habese ngagi Congress party na koi leba miyam da thami.
Joykishan also mocked at the responses given by the BJP spokespersons regarding the allegations over a cooperator of IMC by an MLA. He said the BJP do not seem to know the concept of democracy and the role of an MLA. Joykishan also maintained that it is humorous when one of the BJP spokespersons said there is loophole in the process of filing a complaint over the cooperator, while the other maintained that the matter was being processed. He also alleged that the BJP lacks communication with the officials. Taking part in a press meet, MLA K. Megachandra wanted to know the people responsible for road construction of National Highway between Sekmai and Chanapati. He questioned as to why the work was not included in the 100 days program of BJP. Khangabu MLA Okram Suraj Kumar drew the attention of the government regarding enforcement of Highway Protection Force.
Paisa logthokhribdu proof leire laikai de chala isamak verify tawrure maduga action taken chief secretary the local oin si ibane hariba spok chasin sina karim ta khangdana ba menam ta prajar mistedra process la le aduna takpadi karino haibada party ase maning mamang phongna da ba government ga party ga samna da ba mathong manang khangda ba praja da pangang ang ba party na haibase sida khena sakhi leite sine government si party duna semani na MLA si party gi MLA ni aduna miam da conflict leitana ba party na mangang government
Manipur Prajana Kangiramagani, the person who do this contract work, Imphal to Lilong, the work order P given with Canisure 6.37 crore, bank guaranteed of Asaba Oide, high to the what action has been taken up so far? Sahi Mangatruk Suraba, false document Mayama, the Ragava construction, the Tawi, Hibas, the Masagi, Sidadi, why not it is included in the 100 works program?
Vice President of BJP Manipur Pradesh Jyotin Vaikom has termed the denial of Congress MLAs that the developmental works taken up by the BJP-led government in 100 days, which the Congress could not in their 15 years as an achievement, as unfortunate. Speaking to media persons at his residence at Thamiban, Jyotin Vaikom appealed the people and the opposition to give the new BJP-led government, which has completed only 100 days, some time. He said it was not expected that the Congress MLAs will try to mislead the public by portraying the government in bad light. He said the public is aware as to why the Congress party, even after getting a majority in the 11th State Assembly election, could not form the government.
Lebaki mapi mapaw ba MLA amana magna anti corruption ta tha da porum anti corruption thai hajin basima madu masada gi suma duma clarify to hon bi ba yaraga yam phai anti corruption ta tha ba nate mana chief secretary ta tha ba CM ni ngasi nutan na tawga thau mayam se mana tawri hai ba se yam bhais laiba pusin pikpai wani sigi tawga thau mayam se pakhalak ko matam da nutan ga maga party pulli dol manari mag pulli adudana kaim hai daga ngasi nutan na mangon da gi support handokhi be dam ta sim yam je hai bani lawi yamna lust for power sahi traunga pairable to the pain the na musu thahum the ngai ba gamen sida kari bu tok du na thahum da yum ma sabho loi roi leba ki thau ti lai ra na foundation hobo loi bu ki thak ta lei bu ki thak ta lei ba yai adum ba poram da ngasi congress na kun ga nipan kana ngasi majority mo khoina puthra mo thoi pai ba ngam dei maram che moi mun na khan ga da
Apunba PDS Demand Committee Irom Majrao today stormed the DSO Imphal West office at Imphal West DC complex against the non-distribution of rice for 8 months under NFSA and 15 months under AAY for Wangoi Assembly constituency. Advisor of the committee said responsible militant outfits need to clarify if they have withdrawn these rice as claimed by the Wangoi MLA. They have been protesting against the non-distribution for the last 7 months. They also appeal to not distribute rice unless the current issue is resolved. It is unfortunate that the DSO is involved in doublespeak, although he assured of not involving politics. The committee also appealed the Chief Minister to look into the matter.
Khoi step 9 na chumna chatchagi habe wakhalon da khoi leijeiba hujik mak leiriba khoi gi che jida chatnaba yadaba che oina tawre aduna hujik khoina DSO da hairije chatnaba yaba che je ai hayeng bogi manung da khoina smaina PBU haina thamame DSO da
akhoi BJP sarap ka china achumba asengba tawgani haibagi mayok to tawbiramga khoi gi honorable CM saib samongchu masamaksu masa prajani henna lui hairaga hojina kanagi kaino da marum da thupaga kanagi miyeng makha da arun ba sarkar changsan biraga hojik pochi losan birino ba akhoi ngasi mak changchali ba khongsan je thamaga khoi numitari ni sore ngasi bhawo sida aduga ngasi mo asengba amata khoi da report amta pide deso masamaksu ngare hojik aduni adani hairaga mana narun da chen kisine hojima.
The 17th Foundation Day of Manipur Peace and Integrity Mapi Council was observed at Tharon Cave village in Tamelong district on July 1st. Various programs were held as part of the event. Mapi Council and villagers of Tharon Cave village drew the attention of the concerned authorities to look into various inconveniences faced by the villagers at the earliest. Heading into a small commercial break, we'll be right back. Keep watching Impact News. Welcome back. This is Impact News and you're watching Prime Time English News Bulletin. And in further news, Manipur University Students Union MUSU 2016-17 shut down academic block of the university after the authority failed to arrange a meeting to discuss the demands made by the MUSU earlier. Social and Culture Secretary of the union, Naurim Naresh, said the union has been making certain demands to the Vice Chancellor for the welfare and development of the university, which include recruitment of regular registrar, controller and librarian, a mechanism to maintain strict attendance and timely arrival of both the teaching and non-teaching staff, a fixed reservation policy and admission before the admission process of the new academic session, to take initiative by the authority in removal of AR post from the university campus, academic development, among others. He said the VC had been apprised of the problems many times and a memorandum was submitted on 13th June and the VC was asked to give a reply and to hold a meeting with the concerned officials and teachers to discuss the matter within a week. After a week, the VC was reminded of the memorandum, but as the VC failed to give any response, MUSU closed down the VC office on June 27th. He said the VC has not taken any initiative to hold a meeting and bring about an amicable solution even after his office was closed down. Therefore, intensifying the protest, the union shut down the A block this evening. He said A block and VC office will remain closed until an amicable solution is brought. He said the examination block will remain open for the smooth conduct of the ongoing semester examinations. National Students Union of India (NSUI) has extended its support to Manipur University Students Union's MUSU's demand for removal of the Assam Rifles camp from Manipur University campus. Speaking to Impact News, President of the Union P. Bankim Chandra Maitei demanded the removal of military camp from the campus. He maintained that none of the universities across the globe have military camps in their campuses. He also asserted that such act is an attempt to relate academic atmosphere with law and order behind the curtains of the Armed Forces Special Powers Act (AFSPA). He said NSUI will not compromise on such an issue. Bankim Chandra also appealed the public to extend all possible support.
Ekoi center da Union Home Minister na chingba adagi Union Education Minister HRD Ministry adagi ekoi even Prime Minister President Office ekoi loina proper channel da akoi masi demand se moigi nakong yauna na ba akoi full preparation da akoi laijare haibase अखोई NSY की साइट तगी मणिपुर की VC मणिपुर की Honorable Chief Minister concerned MLA for that particular constituency amasung all the civil society organization masidai da kitang emphasis PBO haijaningi.
Democratic Students Alliance Manipur Desam has warned those concerned to immediate stop trading of class 10 and 12 certificates of Urdu Education Board by forging the certificates, charging huge amount of money from students. Speaking to media persons at its office, General Secretary of Desam and Edison said members of Desam inspected 5 examination centers of class 10 and 12 conducted by Urdu Education Board, which is based in New Delhi. Out of the 5 centers, PLC Academy Yaripok is just included on the website of the board. However, the school does not even exist. Moreover, students were found to be using unfair means at Achan Kiddish Unique School, Kungraithang in Ukrul, SA Educational Institute Taubal, TL Salom Academy Modbung and New Life Public School Kanchipo. As per a report received by Desam, 11 persons who were involved in making the forged certificates of Urdu Education Board have been identified, and the alleged persons are said to have collected a total of 10 crore 50 lakh rupees from 7,000 students. Desam drew the attention of authority concerned to look into the matter.
Certificate lalon bagi geng futpu sida Desam na tigat mi taramathoi phangmangame Yaripok mayai kaithel dagi hojina sangakhum da leiba MA Hasim Kongpal sabal laikai dagi Hakim Porompak Thawan thabal laikai dagi Soyab Khetrimayum Suras Kongpal sabal laikai dagi sisu Wangkhai dagi Gunna Pongmodagi Nanau duga musu Pongmodagi Boinau and Brojendro Kwakatel Thukchom laikai dagi A Ranjit Yang Thang dagi K Hais Santi Lairen Jam dagi aduga Uripok dagi Pari hari music sina certificate lalon bagi hak thengnana chenaba music dagi education lalon ba certificate lalon bagi makhatana kanagumba matana masigumba thorom sing chida puning thawat pigano.
A team of Kaching police seized Indian-made foreign liquor worth about 58,000 from Thokchom Pishak, 50 years from Kaching Makhalikai. The seized liquor include McDowell 95 full bottles, 23 half bottles, 94 quarter bottles and 14 OC Blue full bottles. The seized items have been handed over to Excise Department. Manipur Naga People's Front MNPF has condoled the demise of UNLF Vice Chairman Ayekpam Wangpa. MNPF expressed their respect and heartfelt appreciation to late Ayekpam Wangpa for his contribution to the cause of revolutionary movement of Manipur while serving as a revolutionary leader. In a press release, MNPF said his demise is a great loss not only for UNLF but for the entire Vizia. MNPF also shared the grief and anguish of the bereaved family and prayed that the departed soul rest in peace. Secretary of All Moirang Loy's People Welfare Association H. Boyai has termed the statements by the people of Thanga in the media that the students of Thanga have been assaulted and mocked at as baseless. He appealed to not involved in petty politics. Chairperson of Moirang Municipal Council M. Romibala appealed the people of Thanga and Moirang to live in peace and harmony. Education S Department of Manipur Government organized an interaction program through video conference at the conference hall of Sarvas Shiksha Abhiyan SSA Bobopara today. 15 students of class 12 from TG Higher Secondary School interacted with students of Pathum Vilai School, Thailand. Education S Department took up the initiative to enhance the skill, knowledge and personality of the students of government schools. Ganapriya Konthojam, a student of class 12 science from TG Higher Secondary School, gave a PowerPoint presentation entitled My School to the students of Pathum Vilai School, Thailand as part of the interaction program. Pathum Vilai School also gave positive response to the video conference. Senior teacher of Pathum Vilai School, Chingakam Dina, who hails from Manipur, took up the responsibility in making the interaction program a success.
Ngasigi challenges world gi leiriba adagi singsida makhoi gi future career da angang singsina boldly with confidently with the outside world makhoina knowledge se khara enhance tawrakanda makhoi gi tungi kanagani na khallaga aikhoina ngasigi function asi program asi pangthok sabani state ki government ki school sing maruaina aikhoina selection tawrakanda makhoi masena dum paikhalaknaba in a academic year da koi schedule shemaga paikhacharakani
foreign countries singa sumaina interaction tawbuse khoido yamna worldly knowledge map sum hengat leba aduga sigumba initiative gumba government lork pos khoi yamna yam fortunate oye di khoina government school tamu baisu kana ba yam phangbudo mina mayam khangnai sidagi de sigumba initiative se mathang da su lork na ba khoina encourage tawina ba kha haije.
And in some sports news, Oinam Kendra Kankhud emerged victorious in the 6th late Longjam Kuber Singh Memorial League Cup Knockout Open Kang tournament. In the third league match played today, Oinam Kendra Kankhud thrashed Wangoi Kendra Kankhud D 22-10. The tournament is being sponsored by Imphal East DFO L. Joy Kumar in memory of his late father and is being organized under the aegis of Lining Thau Sanamahi Kang Association Wangoi at Longjam Lekai Community Hall, Wangoi. 13 teams are taking part in the tournament. Kundrapam Kendra Kankhud will face Wangoi Kendra Kankhud D in the 4th league match tomorrow. The 131st edition of Wimbledon Tennis Championships and the 3rd Grand Slam tournament of the year kicked off on the grass court of All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club yesterday. In the first round of the tournament organized by All England Lawn Tennis Club and International Tennis Federation, Rafael Nadal defeated J. Milliman 6-1, 6-3 and 6-2. Andy Murray defeated A. Bublik 6-1, 6-4 and 6-2, and Kei Nishikori defeated M. Shochinito 6-2, 6-2 and 6-0. Meanwhile, in women's first round, Venus Williams defeated E. Marians 9-7 and 6-4. Simona Halep beat E. Erakovic 6-4 and 6-1. And P. Kvitova defeated L. Larson 8-6 and 6-2. The tournament will continue till the 16th of this month. And before we end, let's look at the headlines once again. Over 1,000 houses and 3,000 hectares of paddy fields submerged at Haibumakong in Thawal district. Many areas under Imphal East district still face grievous inconveniences due to flash flood. People seek attention of the government. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee accuses the BJP-led government in Manipur of surrendering the ILP movement. And Chief Minister Nongthumam Beren assures of helping drug addicts get their lives back on track.